Two grown men have never seen The Simpsons. It's America's barley basket.
Maybe the Chase Lounge is what you need.
Maybe.
So Gucci.
I have a Chase Lounge on my new couch.
Oh, that's a thing that like the end of a couch extends out?
Yeah,
kinda?
my new sectional has one of these.
The sexy sectional.
That's what I call it.
Just me and the cat on the sexy sectional.
Yeah, real weird.
No one answers my Craigslist ads.
Did Craigslist ever bring back the fuck section, or is Craigslist still running clean?
I think it's still clean. I think the degens have figured out ways. You put like there's like discrete comments that you could like. There's like code words that you know. Oh, this is not a. They're not selling a garden tiller. That's like, why would they talk about garden tillers in the antique section? You know, like, and I always like, oh, that's interesting. That can't be a thing that's everywhere. I wish I would have screenshots. There's been a couple times I've seen ads under like the free stuff section. It's like, this doesn't make sense. These are really weird comments to make.
What the fuck?
Yeah, if you're looking for this, and I know you are, please come and like contact me by email. It's like, what?
They spell "cum" wrong.
I don't feel comfortable. I guess I'll go buy a bookshelf.
Gotta imagine you poor bastard who wanders in wanting a bookshelf.
Yeah. Like the poor men that used to have to take a piss at Home Depot, not realizing it was the biggest gay Pound Town section in Fargo.
Seriously?
20 odd years ago. Yep. There was an early, I don't know, predate Reddit by a ways, a like local gay message board, and there was I think it was like 10 o'clock a.m. on a certain weekday. If you're feeling adventurous, even if you're a bit of an exhibitionist, meet at the handicap stall in the Home Depot on 13th Avenue.
Get the fuck out of here.
I like the idea of some middle-aged man going in there to rock a piss. You know, he's older, his prostate's acted up. And it
just came here to get finishing nails.
Just can feel the heat radiating out of the handicap. There's so many men stuffed in there. They're quiet because they heard the door, but it's just vibrating from the weight pushing against it.
Looking under, there's 11 pairs of feet.
Yeah.
Who's looking for anonymous public sex at 10 a.m. on a weekday?
Yeah. Takes all sorts, you know.
It does. It does. I shouldn't judge.
You're fucking taking a piss and finally the pressure's too much. That door just blows off his hinges. 24 naked middle-aged men all greased up, just piled, scramble in every direction.
Come tumbling out like a clown car.
The hell, they keep their clothes. They couldn't came in here naked.
You boys really got a broth going in here.
They buy shelving, install it in the men's room stall to put the clothes up on.
Yeah, duck it out for a supply if you need it.
That's the place to. You're going to set up an orgy pit, doing it in a Home Depot.
Nobody brought KY, so we had to duck out and get a can of WD-40. Burns like hell, but gets the job done.
Just scattering floor sweep everywhere. It's like, we're going to need more sawdust. It's very damp in this in here.
When do you boys want to go see if you can sneak us a wet vac?
Returning a shop vac that's been used to suck up the mess on the floor of a gay orgy. Fuck, I forgot to take the filter out. You're going to have to burn that.
Reason for your return? My son-in-law got me one for Father's Day. So
my wife got me one. Beautiful wife.
Who I love.
Married for 22 years.
And we're very happy. And still sexually adventurous.
As much as we ever were. Every night's better than the last.
Sir, you're in Lowe's.
I don't have a boyfriend named Bruno who lives in Barnesville.
Who drives here once a week at 10 a.m.
I do not get sexual pleasure from being brain busted through a coffee table by a very stout kid off of the Moorhead football team.
Oh, God. Whew. Boy, the idea of getting turned on by a brain buster.
What? Not a suplex. You've been desensitized to that. It's got to be a brain buster.
Yep, you can't take a suplex no more. It doesn't even make it flutter.
Maybe a gourd buster. Oof, I mean, none of it would be fun, but holy shit, breaking a coffee table with your stomach would suck.
I don't know that there's a good way to break a coffee table with your body.
You're in a hotel room just, getting ready for whatever you got. You hear a loud break and you hear, "Thank you, master."
I'm going to ask for another room.
Is that a gourd buster?
I know a gourd buster when I hear one. We got to wrestling pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Ring the bell.
God, we didn't even fuck around. There was, right into it.
Came up during a gay orgy conversation.
You ever see you watch more modern wrestling than I do. You ever see a gourd buster anymore?
Not really, no.
Boy, I can't think of the last time.
I bet one of them FTR boys throw a fucking gourd buster.
Yeah, for us old folks.
Yeah, give me one for the old timers.
What did the atomic drop ever do to you? God damn, you don't see Atomic Drop. Atomic Drop used to be every fucking match.
Everybody threw one.
Yeah.
Rick Rude sell one real good.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't swivel the hips anymore. He's walking all bow-legged.
Yeah, or the inverted one where it's like belly to belly and you drop him down. Yeah.
And he's all stiffed. Ooh. Got them lips pursed out. God, Rick Rude was good.
He was very good.
Yeah. Enormous stoner from every story I've ever
really
heard. Yep.
Then you also hear that he had a hair trigger temper too, but that's also steroids coursing through his veins.
Yep.
Like,
I don't know how you be a stoner and be built like that.
Yeah, right.
Steve Austin talks about like being on the road with him and just like, God damn it, put that joint out. You're always smoking weed in my car.
And for him too, because like, he was one of the few guys back then that wasn't just jacked, was like cut.
Yeah.
He had like abdominal definition and shit, you know? Like, did he must have figured out how food worked 20 years before everyone else. Like, or do you think that like bread being bad for weight loss or being good, like cutting it out, was maybe the bodybuilding community the first people to really know that?
I'd believe that.
Yeah. I feel like that's a common thing that like, when they got a show weekend, like for performing like bodybuilders, like no bread, no carbs, no sugar, get real lean, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I've heard some of those older guys talk on their podcasts about like, yeah, you know, it's hard to eat healthy on the road, but you stop at a fucking Denny's and you just order off menu.
Yeah.
You just order 4 fucking chicken breasts and a dozen scrambled eggs.
God, for those guys that are just super jacked, I bet they got to consume so much horseshit protein, like just poorly cooked chicken breasts at a fucking Perkins.
Just fucking boiled chicken.
Yeah, I don't know what they put on it to make it choke it down, you know, fucking tap water. That's a commitment. Holy
tap
shit.
water and hot sauce.
Yeah.
Hot sauce will fucking save almost anything.
Yeah, and I have come late to the hot sauce game, but that is so true.
Yeah.
You get a horseshit omelet, if they got some hot sauce, that'll save the fucking day.
Yeah. Oh, some sloppy ass hash browns that don't taste like anything. Sauce them up.
Yeah. I'm new enough in the game. I need to find the one I like.
Oh, this is an exciting time in a boy's life, Nathan.
I'm blossoming.
You get to find your sauce.
Yeah. Which sauce is like your first communion? Yeah. I'm all dressed up going into the condiment store.
Once you find your sauce, then you can start exploring into like, oh, I like these ingredients in this sauce, so I can branch out further into similar sauces.
Adjacent sauces.
Like,
this.
It turns out I'm a habanero boy, so I'll start looking in the habaneros.
Let's see, this has been a real nice road I go down.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for you.
More condiments.
Yeah. Buy one of everything at the grocery store and give it a shot.
Tabasco, I'm not the biggest fan, but if it's what they got, I'll use it.
Yeah, Tabasco's very vinegary, extremely vinegary.
I don't mind a little Frank's Red Hot.
Sure.
That's a good base. I think I probably like that over Tabasco.
Yeah. I'll back that.
Yeah. But you go to a Mexican place, there's so many options. I'm like, which is
Cholula,
the one?
El Yucateco.
Yeah, which is the one for me?
You can tell how good of a Mexican restaurant you're at by which hot sauce they have.
Do I want the one with the painting of the nice lady or
Cholula?
The nice gentleman playing the guitar?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I forget that one. Damn it. Yep.
that I could picture. I could draw that guy right now. Big sombrero.
Yeah, mariachi.
Yeah, white dress, like sport coat, playing a guitar.
It's not Tomatillo, but it's something like that.
Are you sure it's not?
Maybe it is Tomatillo.
Yeah. God, we need to get into this. Tune in next week.
I love hot sauce. I have so much hot sauce in my fridge right now.
You got any that would ruin someone's day? You got any nuclear
I got
shit?
two. They would fuck you up if you weren't ready for it.
And like, are they so hot that you don't ever use them?
Oh, I use them.
Are they?
But they last me a while. Like, I got 2 bottles that are going to last me a good long time.
Like a fucking one drop out of a dropper bottle's enough?
Exactly. Yeah. Like there's a garlic one I have that I really like, but is super fucking spicy. And it's like 6 drops of this on an entire pizza is enough.
Really?
Yeah. God damn it. It's good, though.
Ever bought something that's super hot that just sucks?
Oh, yeah. If you like hot sauce, you come across them once in a while.
Have you ever just thrown them away?
Yep, 100%.
Interesting. It's like, this is poison.
Yeah, the amount of hot sauces I've bought where it's like, this is hot and tastes like fucking Windex, goes right in the garbage.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Like, I'm sure there's cleaning agents that would have the same. Yeah, like you said, Windex.
Like, listen, you want to make something super hot, fine, totally. Like, sometimes that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But it's got to also taste good.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen you dive into something that's like challengingly hot. Have I? Ever done that? Only thing we're eating at small town cafes when we're doing comedy. So
right,
it's not like they have the butthole exploder 10,000, the survivor dish. Like,
yep. That's what they call the hot Home Depot meetup.
like a fucking monster truck ad. Wednesday, 9:45 a.m.
10 a.m. at Home Depot. Butthole exploder 10.
You can bring your whole asshole, but you'll only need the rim.
Oh, God.
There's flyers for it in the entryway. Well, is this us? That can't be.
We had that at Corner Bar in Minneapolis. That jerk wings. Those are pretty fucking hot.
Yeah, I think you say you gave me a nibble of one of them. I'm like, yeah, that'll get you there.
Those tastes real good though.
Yeah, I had those wings just last night.
Nice. They have good wings.
It's a tasty wing.
But yeah, I'll eat something that makes me sweat and got to take my hat off and fucking. Like I don't care. Every year when I go down south, we usually end up at Hattie B's Hot Chicken in Nashville, and I'm always like, "Yep, I know which one I want, and it's gonna fucking kind of suck the whole time, but it tastes so good."
Are you someone that feels self-conscious about eating chicken wings in public?
No, because I've got it down pretty well
Yeah.
that I can't. I can eat a plate of chicken wings pretty cleanly as long as it's not these fucking hipsters doing a whole wing.
Yeah.
Like, split that shit up, man.
Yeah, the whole wing adds a whole new thing you got to jump through. I enjoy them too if they're cooked right. God bless them. But yeah, it makes my whole thing with chicken wings. One hand should remain clean.
Yep, absolutely. That's how I roll. I eat with my right. I got my napkin in my left.
Yeah, I eat like a goddamn animal to maintain that. Like I don't have the dexterity to pull that tendon out. I gotta like bite through joints with my teeth and break shit and rip apart. Like grip it with my molars and pull with the other hand.
You're an animal.
Yeah, but goddamn it, I don't want to grab a beverage with a sloppy hand.
Yep, I get that.
The reason I'm thinking about this is I had a club sandwich not that long ago, and I felt more self-conscious eating a fucking club. Like a sandwich so thick you can't it's like you get fucking mayonnaise on your face. Yep. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Or like a too big of a burger.
Yeah,
you run into that. I'm with you. I'm way more self-conscious about eating a big sandwich.
Like, Jesus Christ, I need to take a fucking bath. Like that fucking mayonnaise in my hair. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, why is it this thick? It doesn't need to be.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But wings, no problem. Ribs are a little self-conscious unless you're at a rib thing where it's like, everyone's just as covered in barbecue as you are.
I so rarely, and I like ribs, but if I'm at a place that ain't a rib place or ribs aren't on special, I rarely order the ribs.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way. ribs are more of an experience than a food. Like I only eat ribs at Ribfest or barbecue spots. You know,
ribs are a thing that if they're not done right are pretty fucking mid.
Yeah, like I don't know that any rib I've ever had is bad, but it's definitely can be completely inconsequential.
Yeah, I've had some overcooked ribs, or just you get a bad set of ribs, there's barely any meat. It's like, this isn't worth the fucking work.
I've had a rib where people forgot to take the silver skin off the inside, so you got just that. Like, did somebody cook some plastic onto this?
What the hell?
That always sucks. Yeah, but wings, no fucking problem.
You ever cook ribs on your own?
I've never cooked ribs. No.
I would have thought you were a bit of a kitchen experimenter. I thought maybe you would have tried that.
Like I never have. I've never really had the equipment for it. You know, a big enough grill or a pellet smoker or anything like that. I mean, you can do fucking ribs in the oven if you want, but I've done like spare ribs in the crock pot.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
but never true blue.
Fucking Fred Flintstone, like
right. Yeah,
a whole fucking cow carcass.
I love a beef rib. You don't see those very often, but that's a fucking Flintstone bone.
What percentage of ribs in America are pork ribs? Fucking 90?
Easily 90. Yeah. Above 90, probably. Yeah.
God dang. I've had beef ribs, but it's hard to picture. They're usually labeled as such. That shows that most ribs are pork ribs. When it's like they have to mention it's beef ribs.
Yeah.
You know,
if someone's like, "Oh, you want ribs?" They're talking about fucking pork ribs. Yeah. Definitely. Like, the last time I had a beef rib was at Ribfest in Fargo, and it was a like one of these 8 stands has beef ribs.
Oh really? You know? Oh wow, it's that rare, huh? I bet you buy a rack of ribs at the uncooked. It's probably cheap.
Yeah,
pork's giveaway prices sometimes. You know, like.
Honestly, a good place for them is fucking Costco. They come already seasoned and shit. You just fucking throw them on your smoker, your pellet grill, or whatever you got.
Microwave.
Throw them in the oven. Dump them in a sous vide pot and call it good.
Someone shoving a frozen thing of ribs into a microwave, hitting it with a hammer so you're breaking it up to stuff it all in there. Turn the knob as long as it goes and just walk away.
God, how old are you? When's the last time you saw a microwave with a knob?
I was at a gas station and I was looking at the gut bombs and they still had the crank of the knob.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Like, you want to see a vintage microwave, go to your nearest convenience store. That does not get updated very often.
It's got a sticker on it that like tells you how to cook your favorite fucking
This one had like a
sandwich.
magic marker dot so you knew where the 45-second mark was because it had been worn off. 45 seconds is the gold standard of gut bomb microwaving. 45 seconds will usually do what you need it to do.
No matter what you got. Be it a triple-decker burger or a
burrito.
Or a breakfast burrito. Yeah.
Popcorn. You might need more time for popcorn.
I think the popcorn setting on my microwave is around 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Microwave fucking popcorn.
I enjoy it a whole bunch.
Me too. Yep. I don't eat it very often, but when I do, I'm like, I should do this more often.
You know what my least favorite kind of popcorn was the shit I had as a kid where like mom would fucking, just the plain old kernels going into like the little tabletop fucking thing or the stove, on the stove.
Sure.
And for me, it was always just so fucking bland. And then there'd be just like a cup of fucking melted margarine poured on top. So just that top layer's fucked. It's just so saturated. And then the bottom layer is nothing. Like, it's like, why? Like, my mom still loves popcorn. It's like, you think you would have been so fucking traumatized by the fucking old popcorn, but like, the microwave changed the popcorn game for eating popcorn at home.
Yeah. When I was in late high school, this is one of those things of like, was that a fever dream or was that a real thing? I remember in late high school, around the time, like, this is 02, 03-ish, around the time Atkins really started becoming a thing. High protein, low carb.
Yeah.
You could buy pork rinds that were, like, make in the microwave. Flat, compressed. They were hard as a rock inside there. And then you put them in the microwave and they'd puff up like fucking pork rinds.
Yeah.
They'd pop up and the bag would be big like a popcorn bag when you took it out. And I don't know if that's a real thing anymore.
God, yeah.
But god damn it, did we eat a lot of fucking pork rinds that way.
Were they better than a bag of them?
Yeah, because they were like seasoned and then warm. They're like, oh man.
I feel like my pork rind of choice has become discontinued, and that saddens me.
Oh no.
Slim Jim makes a hell of a pork rind.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
The one thing that gets me to go to them is they're the only one I've ever bought where there isn't one or two in there that are the consistency of fucking a diamond. It's like I'm gonna break every tooth I have because of this fucking menace.
Yep.
But you never get a hard one in the Slim Jim brand.
I like the what's the brand? I think it's like 1909. It's a year. It's a number that you can find now. Those are pretty good.
Oh, really? I've never even seen those.
Or just the one you always see in a gas station, normal or hot and spicy.
Yeah. Old Dutch, maybe?
Maybe that's it. That might be right,
Old
actually.
Dutch was in the pork rind. When I was a kid, the only pork rinds I remember seeing would be the Old Dutch brand.
Yeah.
Like, the pork rinds before Atkins were something that's like, that for me, that's a TV food. Like, if a fat guy was going to watch football, he'd have a thing of beer nuts, also a TV food, and a thing of pork rinds. It's like, don't they have fucking potato chips and TV?
Homer Simpson was a potato chip man.
Yeah. He normalized it.
George H.W. Bush on the campaign trail eating pork rinds because he thought it made him look tough.
Really?
That's his thing.
Oh, my God. With a knife and a fork.
This Connecticut billionaire, war criminal. My dad was a Nazi. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah, he's one of the few people that could be a war hero and a war criminal. I think he was like a decorated pilot in World War II. Like, he probably had someone executed in Chile in 1977.
Nicaragua. He was responsible for a lot of deaths in Nicaragua.
People hear the phrase death squad, they have negative connotation.
Somehow, for whatever reason, death squad.
Did they kill 12 nuns? Yes. Is that country full of nuns? Yes. There's so many nuns, guys. There's not a shortage. Him bringing that up and no one has ever even mentioned it during the interview. Like, wait, what?
Jesus. Choke down another handful of pork rinds.
Fucking things. I hate him.
God, I hope so. God, I hope he just hated
I
it.
don't care anymore. Who was his son that ran for president in 2016? Jeb. That story about Jeb trying to get contacts to like appeal to younger voters. It's like, what year is it?
Oh my God. Wait, contact lenses?
Yeah,
oh,
like
God.
I got to lose my glasses. That's why people don't think I'm cool.
Yeah, that's why, Jeb. It's definitely not because your name is Jeb Bush.
His wife trying to put them in his eyes for him.
Honey, hold still.
They're not going to go in if you keep fussing.
I like it.
I'm not even close to your eye.
I'm across the room.
Just cheeks red, been crying all afternoon. Talking about contacts, I don't know if we got going on this new contact technology. Have you heard of contacts that you put in at night and take them out in the morning?
No.
Yeah.
For what?
What it does is like through the side, like the contact is shaped like a normal healthy eye that can see is supposed to be shaped. So as you sleep, it just forms your eye. Like it sucks up where your retina or your eye flaps to where they should be. You wake up, you take the contact out, and like fucking. Like you have perfect vision, but if the next night you got to put them back in because by the next day it'll revert back.
It's Invisalign for your eyes.
But like the one thing is you'll never not have to wear them.
Sure.
But from what you read is you can start going longer and longer without putting them in at night.
What?
Right? And I guess the technology's been around for a long time. It's just now catching on. Isn't that weird?
That's very weird.
Yeah, that's the kind of contact I could get behind.
You would think that, like, the first time you reach up and rub your eye because you're sleepy, you would mush it all out of place.
I think it might be like a solid glass. Would be my guess.
Back to solid,
or like some kind of polymer that doesn't have any give.
Yeah.
You would think it'd have to form your eye as you slept. You know,
would think.
What a weird thing to wake up and take your and you can see, and like fucking Cinderella, your eyes turns to pumpkins in 36 hours. You like sneeze hard, all of a sudden you're fucking blind again.
Oh God.
Help!
I'm driving.
Help! Somebody!
Because contacts used to be hard.
Yeah.
You know?
I just got new lenses, and somehow we got talking about contacts, and she said you can still get glass contacts. She says we have customers that they've been getting them since the 80s, and I was like, really? And she's like, well, the one thing, once you get used to them, they last forever. They're like glasses, you know. If your prescription doesn't change, as long as you don't break them.
Yeah.
Like, that's a wild. Because like back in the day, any kind of like TV show, help me find my contact.
Yeah.
Because back then they were expensive. You know, like nowadays it's like, fuck you, go grab another one out of your giant box of them.
Right.
You know, like
it costs $300 for a year.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think they cost? Well, you do have contacts. What do they cost, do you think?
I usually get, I'm trying to think here. I usually get 6 months of regular contacts, which a pair lasts you 2 weeks. And then I also get a box of dailies for traveling. Just throw them away at the end of the day. Yeah. And I think that grand total bill is a little over $300, and I do that twice a year, so $700 a year. So
it says 2 weeks on the box is how long they should last.
Okay.
You can easily get 5 to 6.
Nope.
Because that they just want you to spend the money. Nope. That is easily, I'd say at least 5. So I could probably get by at just a couple $100 a month.
Believe me when I tell you that at the end of 2 weeks, you can't wait to put new contacts in. They're like, they get like cloudy and dry after a couple of weeks.
I know. I had contacts. You just blink, you power through. The first half hour of your morning is just getting your eyes dialed in, you know, like it's like jet and carburetors. Like you're running rich when you wake up. You got too much eye goop. You're running hard. You got to just burn it out. You just blink as hard as you can while you shower, and then you're ready to go. Holy fuck, did I drive through some milky eyes to school when I was in high school? Just, okay, oh, there we go. Okay, all the colors are available.
I needed to shift back to that one clear spot. You're like blinking, looking around.
It's like when you clean a small circle on a frosted windshield.
Exactly.
I can have you go to starboard. I can see that way.
You're tilting your head around all dumb trying to find it. I like in my super poor days, I definitely fucking went longer than I should have with them 2 weeks. But yeah, it's like I said, by the time 2 weeks comes up, I'm fucking ready for a fresh pair.
Have you ever fucked with those leave them in all the time contacts?
No, I never did. Never have tried the overnighters.
Yeah. Once I heard that was the thing, it's like, God damn, if I wouldn't have gotten so far out of wearing contacts, if they would have been a thing back then, I'd probably still be wearing contacts to this day.
Yeah.
And maybe with my bung eye, I don't know if contacts will ever be an option.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. Got new lenses, can see as good as I'm ever going to see again, which is a sobering thing. Well, yeah, like looking around, things are pretty fucking normal.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah. I'm glad it's not like, yeah, man, I'm still fucked over on this side. Don't come at me from this side. I startle.
It is weird, though. If I close from eye to eye, your head is 30% smaller in my right eye than it is in my left eye.
Okay.
And it's shaped like a piece of candy corn. Like you have a very large, it's like funhouse mirror. Like your jaw is almost twice as wide as your temples are.
I mean, that's just how my face is built, actually.
But I mean, it's really accentuating it.
I do have kind of a candy corn head now that I think about it. Oh man.
Yeah, now you're self-conscious about that. Grow the hair on the sides of your head out and like get it permed.
To even it out, so yep. Get some big old fucking mutton chops on the sides. My head is shaped so weird front to back. I have like a long head for like my eyebrows and the back of my head are too far apart. I got like a stretched out xenomorph head.
I don't want to brag, I have wireless headphones. And I'm like, sometimes and they're brand new. I don't know why, but they cut out. Like sometimes they won't be in sync. And someone's like, yeah, man, it happens to me too. It's because our fucking heads are too big. that like there's so much skull in between the two of
So
them.
you get lag.
Yeah, that's totally what it is lag. Yeah, because like I have a friend told me about the brand. Like, yeah, buy these. They're super cheap off Amazon, whatever. And then I've asked other people too. Like, no, we don't ever have that issue. It's
No,
like,
I think you have cheap, shitty headphones.
no, but they got the same ones, and they don't have the exact same ones. It's like, yeah. Then my roommate's like, yeah, man, if you have a giant fucking head, in Asia, no one has a head this big. like, heads our size belong to long dead mythical beasts. They killed all of us trolls to take over Japan. They didn't design it for heads like this.
Oh my god.
Like, I bet my head is 2.5 times the size of a healthy, average 40-year-old Japanese man's head.
I believe that.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Heads shouldn't be this big. And no, nothing good comes of it. I'm not smart.
Yeah, it's not like you're smarter.
Yeah.
It's not like you have more teeth to make you a better predator.
I don't know if I have like whatever sperm whales have, that compartment that's just full of some weird ooze. Ambergris. Yeah. Like, could you light a lamp with my head?
Could we drain that and make some perfumes?
Yeah. That's what's going to be in my will. It's my
and to the Olay company, I leave my ambergris.
Please drain my skull of its precious oozes.
Precious head goops.
Please light your lamps in remembrance of me. Isn't it with ambergris? They still don't really know what it's meant for, like why sperm whales.
Why the whale has it to begin with? I don't know.
That's a weird thing that they just have a giant open vacuum in their head that's full of goop. They don't know what for.
Oh, we just got goop over here.
Yeah, like ballast. I don't like. Why am I acting like I had any fucking guess?
Isn't ambergris like banned in most of the world now?
Is it?
I think perfume companies in particular.
Yeah.
I think they don't use it
Because
anymore.
I'm sure they were goddamn fucking making sperm whales die from exhaustion, climb on top of their corpse, chainsaw a hole in their head, vacuum out the ambergris, and leave the corpse. Leave a 75-foot long corpse just floating.
Yeah.
Just to get 2 buckets of ambergris.
All right, boys, we did it.
Yeah. Good job, everyone.
Next.
Only 1,500 more whales. We can go home.
Yeah, because those whale boats were a fucking nightmare. Because
Yeah.
you filled them with oil,
Yeah.
and then you couldn't go home until it was full, basically.
They were gone for years.
Yeah.
It's such a wild gig. Well, hello, goodbye, kids, goodbye, wife. Gonna get on this boat, and we're in fucking Maine, and we're gonna go to fucking Australia on a boat, I guess. As many whales as we need to kill. Like, what a wild, and then coming back, like, hey, kid who's now 10, how's things? Just for, the sweet, sweet whale brain goop.
Ugh.
And I like, too, that, like, one of the food things, they just find turtles and dump them into, like, the guts of the ship. Because they were under the impression that turtles didn't need to eat. So, like, they just dump them down there for months at a time. Just pull up a turtle when you needed to find something for fresh food. Just some emaciated, gross-ass, swimming in its own shit turtle.
Oh, God.
Good eating, though.
You ever eat turtle?
I don't think I ever have.
I have.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Isn't it?
No, it's like super dark meat. You know, like imagine chicken thighs, but as dark as you can get them. Real stringy and rich.
No shit. What did you have it in?
Soup as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad killed a snapping turtle, and him and one of the drinking uncles like got it in their head they should eat it, so they fucking butchered this fucking snapping turtle. No good.
Fuck, what? There's enough water to have snapping turtles down there.
Oh yeah, we get snapping turtles.
Oh, no shit.
You don't see one every day, but you see them.
Really? I don't know if I've ever seen one in the wild. We got them back home, too, but I've never seen one.
Mean bastards.
Yeah, they'll fuck your hand
They're
up.
a dinosaur.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But then a regular turtle, that's chill as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like regular turtles. How do you even live? Like, what do you eat? What can you catch?
Grass, I guess.
No, maybe they are fucking herbivores.
you just eat grass and nothing could kill you because
Yeah.
you have a shell on.
Pretty decent life if you think about it.
Seems like it, yeah. Kind of the house cat of the wild.
Yeah, kind of porcupines too.
Yeah. Same with the porcupine.
I mean, porcupines, something everyone's a shit'll fuck with it, but usually I think the quills slow their roll enough. Like,
yeah.
Again, I'm fucking city boy. I haven't seen a porcupine in the wild fucking ages.
Been a long time. Been a long time since I saw a porcupine.
I don't think you were with one of our first comedy trips. I assumed it was a dead porcupine way up ahead on the side of the road, and I just started fucking zoning out like I do. And all of a sudden, it just walked across the road because I thought it was dead. I hit that fucking thing. It was like hitting a fucking buzzy beetle. That had to have been the biggest fucking porcupine in North America. It's like, I'm gonna fucking tip this car because of that. Like, Jesus Christ, I couldn't believe it. Like,
they're like big in the middle. Like they're real round.
Yeah, they're a lump. Yeah, like I couldn't fuck. I was like, I just fucked my alignment up hitting that goddamn fucking porcupine.
Imagine what he thought.
Yeah, right. It probably that fucking thing was big enough to probably walked out of that thing. Yeah. What a weird animal too. Yeah. Like that's the kind of thing that seems too cool to be in. Like that should be in the jungle.
Yeah,
like, that's some wild ass shit like that.
Yeah, but no, it just wanders around North Dakota.
Yeah, it grows spikes. Like what?
That's our version of like the fucking boneheaded charging dinosaur. Like there's no way that was real. It's too cool to be real.
That is a cool dinosaur.
His tail's got spikes on it like a club. Get out of here.
Yeah, the big turtle ones that have like a fucking mace at the end of their like someone made that up. How cool
this isn't real.
How psyched was the dude that found the club tail bones?
Holy fuck, look at this.
This is the best. Like the one that was on all fours, big, long. I think it was a meat eater, maybe not, but it had that giant fin.
Oh,
like
sure,
like
a fish fin almost.
Yeah, and it ran its whole spine, and like the fin was way taller than the body of the animal was.
Yeah.
Like, I think they think it was something to do like it would sun itself, and that fin would just be in the. Like, but what good does that do you?
I don't fucking know. Yeah. The first guy to find dinosaur bones had to shit his pants.
Yeah, or maybe the first guy that found him was like, I don't want to get killed by bringing this up. I found these giant lizards. Like they probably killed dudes back then. That's probably like anti the Bible or something.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
like,
sure. I think there's still people out there like that. Actually,
rolling their eyes at dinosaurs. Yeah, right.
I could read a story. The natives thought they were people. They thought they were ancestors, like giants. They thought they were giant people, and I'm sure that doesn't apply to every native who ever found one. But
shit! Like
I want to say one of the fossil stories I've read. Somewhere
out west, where like sometimes they just expose themselves because like a river will wash away shit. Like, you think how confused they were? Like, what the fuck? Like, look how big that bone is.
Look at that bone.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Like them just having to like hastily explain. Like, it was like your great grandpa. He was dope anyhow. Way bigger back then.
Yeah. Please quit crying.
Yeah. Just covering the giant teeth they found. Nothing here.
Nothing to see here. Let's get a blanket over this.
Oh, look, kids' maze.
Oh shit. Two grown-ass middle-aged men talking about their favorite dinosaurs.
I was always an Allosaur man. I always thought T-Rexes got too much love. I always thought Allosaur was kind of cool, kind of a more streamlined T-Rex.
Okay. I don't.
Just picture a slightly smaller, less cumbersome T-Rex.
Okay, got it.
You got a fave?
I don't know that I got a fave. Yeah. It might be the Friar Tuck-headed, bone-headed charging one.
Yeah, that shit's wild.
That is dope.
Yeah, and like one thing that bums me is like now be like, oh, they were probably covered in feathers and shit. Like that's fucking lame. I want giant lizards are way scarier than giant birds. Like, fucking brontosaurus. There's a dinosaur right now tall enough that its head could poke through your hotel window right now.
Yeah.
I used to have a fucking buddy that would get super stoned and would be like worried about it. Just fucking think, man, fucking like what would you even fucking do, bro? Fucking just push its head through the window, man. What the fuck could you do? It's like, I don't know, man. I think we're safe. I think we've won the long game against the brontosaurus. Also, it doesn't eat people.
Holy shit.
I think you're doubly safe. God, isn't there stories like I don't like of like finding like remnants of like a mosquito the size of a cocker spaniel? That's almost more terrifying.
Way more terrifying.
Yeah, like that shit's nuts. I'm sure there was also like I'm a bigger nerd. Maybe not a bigger nerd for. I think dinosaurs are pretty cool. I like the stories of megafauna.
Yeah, like
the
giant
North American.
mammals.
Yeah,
Yep.
like and how they that was recent enough that a lot of people, scientists think that it was the Native Americans coming across the land bridge that led to a lot of those things extinction because a lot of them didn't have predators.
Yeah.
So they didn't know to be afraid of anything.
Yeah.
You know, just like, hey, look at this. Just getting fucking
A sloth the size of a bus just living its life.
Giant fucking hairy sloth. There was a woolly rhino, I know. There were, God, what else? They say that humans and saber-toothed cats probably never like intermingled, but like a lot of that shit they did. Like
Fucking rhino's pretty heavy metal
Yeah,
animal
right?
too.
yeah, oh God, what else? Like a mammoth and a mastodon. I know one is way furrier than the other. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know which one is which.
God, wasn't it like on a little island in the Arctic Circle in like northern Russia, like the kind of way closer to Alaska than Moscow.
Okay.
That was some little island up there. Like mammoths lived like another 5,000 years.
Just isolated.
Yeah, there were mammoths up there like 4,500 years ago, which seems insane. But also in the scheme of things, that's not that long at all.
No.
Like, how fucking cool is like people were doing people things 4,500
The
years.
Egyptians were writing stuff.
Yeah, right.
You know, while mammoths still existed
I wouldn't
somewhere.
have wanted to go to one of their dentists, but like they were doing people stuff. Like, and there's mammoths bebopping around. God.
Snuffy? Isn't Snuffy a mammoth? Or maybe he's just an elephant. No, he's hairy.
Yeah, Snuffleupagus. Well, I think he is a. Is he maybe what he is a Snuffleupagus? But that was also
I think
his
you're
name.
right. Yeah,
you know?
he's like Yoshi. That way.
Yeah. Is that what Yoshis are called?
Yeah, Yoshi is a Yoshi.
What the fuck?
Right?
This is blowing my mind. So Yoshi's kids would be Yoshis.
Yep.
Be like a human named Human.
Yeah.
Like Human Anderson.
Yep. Like a dog named Dog.
What the fuck?
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I'm going to take a moment.
Shatter everything
I'm
for
gonna
you.
Take a walk around this hotel and process some shit. Well, that's some lazy writing.
I wonder which came first. I think Yoshi, capital Y Yoshi, came first.
Yeah, had to have. God, I remember the first time I had a friend that had a Super Nintendo. I was like, you're not going to believe this shit.
There's a fucking dinosaur.
Oh, you just step on its head and go on with your life? Oh, no, it's your friend. Like, what?
And it eats stuff.
I can't fly with it. Well, no. You can't, right? You have to leave him to fly? Or
Correct.
Can't? Yeah.
No, you can't use the cape while you're on his back.
Because I know, like, you can, like, jump off him midair and then, like...
sacrifice him down a pit to get to the thing you want.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel like there's a point, like, in the harder levels where that's how you advance.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yoshi comes out of the egg with shoes and a saddle. Yeah. Does that mean they are flesh?
It's true. What is he eating in Super? There's like berries or tomatoes or...
There's those tomato fruits that don't do anything.
Yeah. What, do they ever matter?
No.
Why the fuck would they be there then? It'd be like if the coins didn't matter.
Knowing how intelligently Nintendo designed games, especially way back then, they're probably there just to like give you something to aim at with his tongue the first time you hop on him. You know what I mean?
Interesting, yeah.
Like almost as a learning tool.
Because like I think it's like you don't get like an extra life. There's no counter anywhere, you know? Like
No. The tomatoes don't give you anything.
What the fuck?
Maybe points. I guess I don't know whether or not they actually give points.
The fucking Martian that gives a fuck about his point score in a Mario game.
Mario high score.
Who has the highest score? Like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder, I bet modern games have fucking given up that for the last 20 odd years.
Score?
Yeah. On a game where it's irrelevant like that, you think? Maybe?
Yeah, like, you know, I'd wager the Mario games don't have a score in them anymore.
Yeah.
But it's still relevant in certain games, like, you know, because leaderboards are back again with, like, shooters and stuff like that.
The first thing that came to mind for me was Tony Hawk.
Sure,
that's a score.
Yep,
yeah,
that's a score game.
High score wins.
Pinball, obviously, is a score game.
Yeah. Huh. Yoshi is a Yoshi. I should call my old pastor.
I thought you were going to say your dad.
Just resting comfortably wherever he lives in the Midwest. Pastor, I'll try to listen. I heard something today.
It really shook my faith.
Is this heresy? Can I still hang out with this guy?
I love the idea of you calling your dad with this conversation. Dad, are you sitting down?
What does Rome say about Yoshi? It's like, we're Lutheran.
Rome?
I'm not a Catholic priest. We got to go to the top with this one.
We got to get a hold of the papacy on this Yoshi thing.
As this liberal cuck pope of ours. Is he all about Yoshis? He thinks that's cool, I guess.
Since we're live and let live now in the Catholic Church. Not totally, but they're still up to some
We're
things.
hip.
Oh shit.
Phew.
Are you big on lining up for stuff? You ever line up for shit outside of one Black Friday?
That was the only shopping experience. One time I lined up to get tickets to Jack Black. I think you might have been a part of it. Not Jack Black, Jack White.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see Jack Black.
Sure. Yeah, I would too.
An evening with Jack Black. But that time we got up at like 5 a.m. to line up for fucking tickets for Jack White. Turns out we picked the wrong day.
That's funny.
Yeah, we lined up the Saturday morning. I think it was the Sunday morning or something like that. And that's the only time though. I've never waited in line for a movie opening night.
Huh. Okay.
I don't like anything enough for that. If now that I think about it, I don't know what genre it would be. I mean, they come out with Alien 5. I'm going to be geeked, but I'll wait.
You'll wait till 3 weeks in. Yeah.
I'll just wait as long as it takes so I don't have to wait in a line,
That's fair. Nobody likes fucking waiting in line. I waited in line at that Jack White thing, but I was there so late that I didn't get within half a mile.
No, but was it the right morning?
Yeah.
It was that morning, huh?
Yeah, JD and I told jokes in Duluth that Saturday night, and it was Sunday morning. They were going on sale. Because it was like a secret thing,
It's
like
so
a secret
weird.
show.
Yeah.
And you had to line up. No online sales.
Yeah.
Tickets were like $8 or something like that. So we were coming back from Duluth, and my buddy who was in line was like, just get in line when you get here. We're set to get home at like 3:30 or 4.
Yeah.
And like that would have been the thing to do, but I was fucking exhausted. I just drove from Duluth to fucking Fargo.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll go home, get a quick cat nap in, and then show up. And I showed up at like 8 or 9 in that following morning.
Yeah.
Waited in line for however many fucking hours it was and didn't even get close.
No shit.
All I got was a sunburn. But I wait in line usually every year for Record Store Day to get in on those releases.
Yeah.
Because, a town the size of Fargo, the record store you go to gets 2 of some, they get plenty of some stuff and short on some other stuff.
Yeah.
So this past year's the first one I didn't go to in a long time. There was just nothing I had to have.
Have you ever went and got skunked because you were too late?
I have missed out on the thing I want. Yep.
Do you throw a fit?
Yeah. I classic face down on the sidewalk, pounding fists and kicking the feet. Yep.
And then you start spinning in a circle like no.
I just wanted the thing. Yep, that's me.
Knock a shopping cart over.
I just wanted the
What the fuck would that employee do? You're there alone. There's no one to talk to.
It's a small record store. I'm taking up a lot of real estate on the floor.
You call the cops,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
You just let the police deal with that.
Yeah.
What's he doing? Being fussy.
That fucking Record Store Day is fucking popular. Like when I worked at the strip club, this is, I'm going to say 2013, 2014, a buddy of mine who also was a record buyer and would go to Record Store Day, I would work at the club, get off at 2, he and I would go get in line, and we were never the first people in line.
Really? What time would you get there?
2 when the bars closed.
What the fuck?
And we'd go stand in line and not be the first ones there.
And when would it open?
usually 9 or 10.
What the fuck?
We'd sit there for 8 fucking hours.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's like April, right?
Yeah.
So there's
Late
times in
April.
fucking April it can still be cold,
Sure
especially
can.
at night, you know?
Sure
Like,
can.
what used to blow my mind was watching people line up in front of the doors of like Target on Thanksgiving night. I remember one clearly. It was so brutally cold. And watching people out there just shaking from the cold. It's like, how bad do you need that toaster oven? It's like, fuck me. I get it. Times are tough, but maybe you just don't buy it.
Yeah.
Good God. Like, is it worth it?
You have a toaster and an oven.
Yeah.
Like, I get that this is convenient, has a nice small counter footprint, and is 70% off.
Yeah.
But God damn it.
I know the panini doesn't taste the same out of the oven, but I assure you, the frostbite you're going to get like maim yourself physically for that toaster oven.
Buy a foreman like the rest of us if you're making paninis.
Lose your earlobes and the tip of your nose just so you can have a nice crispy panini every once in a while. Godspeed, I guess.
Yeah, it takes all sorts. Yeah, I'm not. I've lined up for fucking movies too, but not in a long time.
Have you ever got into character for a movie?
No.
That's too far.
No, I never have. Yeah, that's a little too
You
far.
ever got into dressing up for Halloween and shit as an adult?
I will. I don't like to.
Yeah.
Because and you can relate to this. I can't go buy a costume off a rack.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
can't go
get
to
creative.
Spirit and get a costume.
Yeah, you got to get creative when you're a butter
I got to
chunks.
put fucking work into it. I got to think ahead.
Yeah.
I also I don't want to shave my beard or anything.
Yeah.
So it's like the characters I can dress up as are pretty limited.
I used to shave my beard for my Halloween costume.
Your deviled egg.
Yeah, a deviled egg. That's if I had to dress up for Halloween again, I would make myself a deviled egg costume. That's always the go-to.
Yeah.
I don't have a bunch of shit on me. I don't want shit on me. I want my arms and my legs to be free. I don't want to fucking bump into people. Like, oh my God. And I'll have fun on a Halloween, but it's hard to get excited because my options are pretty fucking limited.
When I worked at the strip club, dressing up for if you worked Halloween weekend, it was
dressed up.
mandatory.
Yeah.
So, and they offered, in order to get people to do it, offered cash prizes for costumes, and it was like, so then I would go all out of spite. You know, fine, you're gonna fucking make me do this, which is dumb and sucks and seems illegal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking go for it, I guess.
You're dressed up like Missy Misdemeanor Elliott in the She's a Bitch with that inflatable garbage suit, knocking drinks off tables. How do you piss in that thing? How do you fucking think? I go in the suit.
I literally piss in that thing.
There's an air compressor hook. You got extension cords. Keep all the air in there.
I gotta shit. Somebody unplug me.
Trying to fight to get in and out of your chair.
Getting in and out of the DJ booth would have been a real bear cat. That door was narrow.
Someone's videotaping it. They got Super Duper Fly playing in the background.
I went full drag one year. That was a
ya?
that was a tough one. Fucking shaved all my body hair.
Heels too?
I couldn't find heels, but I had platforms.
Did you?
Yeah, I had platforms and had a friend fucking stick fake nails and fake eyelashes
Really?
on me and
Hot piece of ass?
no. Horribly ugly woman. I wore Spanx. That's a nightmare.
No guys hit on you?
I didn't say that. I sure got weird looks standing at the urinal too that night. That was before all this gender bathroom hubbub.
Look like John Candy and Armed and Dangerous, and while saying that I realize that's a reference no one understands.
At one point, so I was DJing, and a couple hours into the night, I was like, I use the fucking bathroom. I got a dress on. This will be easy. And then I remembered that I'm wearing Spanx.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh fuck.
Peeling those things off.
And you don't have the time because your break is as long as this song is.
Yeah.
You have to be back here to talk at the end of this song. So I fucking flagged down one of the waitresses, my buddy's wife, who was a waitress there, and was like, listen, do you think you can find find a scissors and I need a favor. I need you to cut a dick hole in my Spanx. God bless her, didn't even blink. Like, yeah, there's one out front, hang on. And like came back and I just turned my head to the side. She had my dress up and just snip, and we're good. That's trust. That's a friend.
Yeah,
is
right?
What that is.
Yeah. No undies with Spanx?
No, I was wearing underwear under the Spanx, yeah.
Yeah, what a thing for someone just to walk by when they're going to get a drink.
Fucking dick out of the Spanx.
All mushed up, pheasant under glass.
I was driving home after my shift, and by this point, the novelty has worn off, and I'm fucking tired of it.
Yeah.
And the fucking fake eyelashes are so heavy and uncomfortable. And I was stopped at a red light on the way home, and my friend had told me the process of taking them off. And I was like, man, fuck this. And I grabbed one and just ripped it off.
Yeah.
Not fun. All of your real eyelashes go with it.
Yeah.
And so now I'm just weeping out of one side of my face. My mascara's running down this side. I have already taken my wig off and thrown it in the passenger seat. So the person at the red light next to me is just looking at me like I'm some fucking cross-dressing hooker, had a fucking rough John get a hold of me.
It wasn't physically abusive, he was verbally
It was
abusive.
his words.
They leaned through the window and had you a flyer for Job Corps.
He's only crying out of one eye.
Just learn a skill. You don't have to do this to your body.
Roxanne, you don't have to put it on the red light.
You're a medical transcriptionist.
You can be an x-ray technician.
You with all that makeup on your face and scrubs still crying. Roll over, sir.
There's your one chance, Fancy. Don't let me down.
Hold on to the bar. Boy, there are a few things more degrading than getting a bunch of x-rays, like holding the bar, they pressing that thing up against your body. Like, this is they're trying to make small talk about the Vikings. Like, let's just get this over with.
I just got x-rays on my foot. Turns out I have tendonitis in one of my feet. But, like, they took x-rays. And I'd never had this before. Had to, like, since it's your foot, I've gotten my foot x-rayed before. You sit on a fucking table and put your foot up and contort it all uncomfortably. Not this one. This one, they had you climb a step ladder.
Oh, yeah.
Like 2 or 3 steps up, and then there's a plate behind it and the camera in front of it. But that was new to me. She's like, okay, why don't you hop up there? I'm like, am I changing a fucking light bulb right now? What's going on?
Just hold on to the railings. There you go. Good job.
You don't got a cherry picker to put me up? Like,
holy shit. They got you in a 5-point harness like you're driving a race car. It hooks to the back.
It's just a rock climbing wall that you have to get up.
It's like a big handle like a handyman jack. Takes forever. Just super embarrassing. Sending an intern, I'm getting gassed.
You're getting 4 inches up with every crank.
You got to go all the way down. If that kicks back, it'll take every tooth out of your mouth.
It's got one of them gears with the tooth that catches whatever that ratchet. There's the word. One of them big old ratchet gears.
Yeah. And you're only like 6 inches off the ground. They're just having all these troubles.
Hanging there like a pinata.
We got to get him 6.5 feet in the air.
This harness is really riding up in my crotch.
Did you hear something?
Please let me down. I don't like this.
You get spinning. Oh no.
Oh no, no, no.
My equilibrium.
Flapping your arms trying to turn. Oh God.
The reason I had to take my shirt off for this? Very degrading.
For x-raying my foot. Why do you have your cell phone out? Please put your phone camera down.
Why did I have to put on the weird fucking open ass nightie that you make people wear. God, if I ever go in for a physical or something, like, hey, could you put that on? I'm like, sure. I never do. The doctor never says anything. What the fuck? What's happening in here that you need me to put that thing on?
I've never been asked to put one on for a physical.
Oh yeah,
Are you sure you're going to a real doctor?
Yeah, I think they're too real. I think it's like, hey, this isn't the old times. We can just fucking, I can level with these people, you know? Like,
listen, I can take off whatever you want me to take off.
Yeah.
I don't need to put on this paper dress.
There was one time I fucking my back was killing me. He was like, you know what? Go treat yourself to a massage. I went to a new place. Like, okay, you change in here in the locker room, you put a robe on, then you just stand in this lobby, and when they're ready, they'll come out for you. That fucking goddamn robe, barely tied. Across my stomach, there was a half inch of fabric touching each other. It went to upper thigh length. It was like, it was the biggest one they had. Like, I guarantee you could see my butt cheeks in it. It was so ludicrous. If I sat down, you would see my cock and balls. It was so, like, so I stood by the coffee machine, kind of hiding behind. There were 3 or 4 middle-aged women in there in their robes, you know? They're just comfortable. They're having a nice day to themselves. Like, I am
just sweating.
Yeah, like, Jesus Christ.
I don't want to commit a sex crime today.
I remember thinking, I was like looking at my phone. I was like, if you drop this phone, you just have to go buy a new phone. You can't bend over right now. Christ, they'll see it all.
Gazing into the abyss.
I do that. I try to do like a whistle, like I'm waving to him upside down. You like what you see?
Say hello to the maw.
Don't stare into the maw too long, because the maw stares into you.
Christ, it's got teeth.
It looks like your deepest, darkest fears.
I didn't know an asshole could yawn.
It looks like my stepdad, Daryl.
He left when I was 7.
Then my name gets called to go get my massage.
Just leave those poor women to their day.
God, that Langoliers booty, it's eating everything. All matter gets sucked into the maw.
Oh, God. I love a massage. I'm done with all of the, like, the to-do around a massage. Like, I got a massage a couple weeks ago, and it's like, can we turn some fucking lights on in this room? Like, can we turn this fucking sitar music off?
I like the silly music.
Like, God damn it. This is like, especially you guys fucking try to preach this as being like pseudo-medical.
Yeah.
Can you
Drop
put
the
on a
hippy
fucking
dippy.
lap coat? You know, like it just drives me nuts.
I have a buddy, and I'm struggling to think of what city he lives in, but he goes to like a fucking nightmare human trafficking fucking Asian massage, all red letters.
Sure.
And he's like, maybe they give tuggers, but I've never asked for one, because he's like, the only reason I win is because I had a buddy that's like, I swear to Christ, it's the best massage, and none of the goddamn hoop. You're in and out so quick. He says, like, he's like, I can get
That sounds great.
He's like, I can get a massage on my lunch break. Nothing's fucking. They're not trying to upsell you on fucking oils or fucking like. Would you like a hot rock? I don't just want a fucking massage. Keep your hot fucking rocks. Well, you know, since
I've gotten hot rods.
yeah, I have too
nice.
before. Yeah, like. Well, I don't want to pay for it, you know. Like they're like fucking, they get you. And he's like, that woman was the size of one of my legs and beat me within an inch of my life. just this death grip, just releasing all the tension, you know. Like
I had this was fucking years and years ago, probably 2012. God, it's been a long time. Went to Vegas with some buddies, and I got a massage at the hotel we were staying at by this fucking. I don't know that her name was Olga, but she was an Olga. Yeah. You know, just a huge fucking big-handed linebacker lady. Yeah. Best massage I've ever had in my life.
Knuckles the size of elbows.
Yeah, just getting fucking in there. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Got that Andre the Giant nerve pinch by the neck.
Right on the trapezius. Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, man, after these last couple of times going in over the past few months for massages, knock it off.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I want? massages to go the way that like men-focused salons went, where it's like turn the lights on, put on sports talk radio, and offer me a beer. You know, like let's get brosage. That's what I want. I want like dude-focused massage.
I don't mind it quiet. I prefer quiet. I like the relaxing, but
I fucking fell asleep at my last one.
I think that's a sign of something being good.
And it was a deep tissue, like
Really?
not a relaxation massage. I was getting fucking worked over by this dude, and fucking I zonked the fuck out.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep during haircuts before. I always say that's a good sign.
Oh, I've never fallen asleep during a haircut. I could see it. I could if I were tired enough.
Looking back, this is all pre-CPAP machine, so I'd fall asleep doing a variety of things back then.
It was a health condition.
Yeah, I could fall asleep running a fucking crane. Build skyscrapers, taking a cat nap. That time I fell asleep at that red light, like, oh, fuck, I'm driving. There we go. Thank you for honking, sir. It is our turn to go.
I don't think I've ever full-on fallen asleep while driving, but definitely you get the, like, real, like, dude, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake.
Yeah.
Don't get the window down, you know.
So many times I've poured water on my head. Like I look like I'm fucking on a Nickelodeon show. Fucking water just dumping onto my head just to keep me awake.
Doing the maniac dance.
Or the hand out the window. That'll do it for me too.
Oh,
It's
sure.
hard to fall asleep with your hand getting fucking ripped out of your socket.
Yeah,
fucking,
that's fair.
Yeah, done that so much. Gum and a phone call are the two biggest keep me awake. Phone call is key. If I can bullshit on the phone, fuck, I can drive.
There was
all
a time in
fucking
my
night.
life it was cigarettes.
Oh, I bet puffing fucking heaters probably
Keep you
keeps
up.
Yeah. God, yeah, you probably chain smoked. Like,
If you were tired on the drive, you were smoking a lot. You went through a lot.
yeah. God, but your body's confused. Like, you haven't moved in 8 hours. You're just inhaling pure smoke. Like, what's
And
going
it's so
on?
loud in here. What's going on?
You're sitting, but we're going at a tremendous pace. Phew.
Welcome, by the way, to America's Barley Basket, episode 169-ish, roundabout in there.
We did it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm in Minneapolis just for the night. We're going to go see Kyle Kinane record his new special at Acme tonight.
Pretty cool.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, you're going to come home and roll around on that Chase Lounge. Nice hotel room.
This Chase Lounge in this hotel room is very... People
That's been
fucked on this.
weird sex on that Chase Lounge. It's not symmetrical. That means asymmetrical sex. Some of the weirdest you can have.
That's the only way I do it.
Yeah.
Asymmetrically.
One of us is doubled over like the letter L. Someone's doing the letter R.
Is this Kama Sutra? Nope, just bad at this. That's all.
Are there chimes playing? That's the fire alarm. Roommate's cooking a pizza.
Don't you mind nothing.
Do you give? That's not how this works.
Where's the ref?
Say uncle.
Do not say uncle during this. Yeah, we'll go see that show. That'll be fun. I've never been to Acme Comedy Club
That's
before.
so wild for how
Never
much
been
you
there.
go out to stuff.
Yep, I love comedy but there was a time most of my life living in Fargo, I never really came to the cities all that much.
Yeah.
So
You got bullied that time in the Mall of America.
yep, exactly. A teen told me my hat was dumb and I hadn't been back since.
You were repping Raiders colors with your Raiders hat.
Yep.
Someone pushed you over on the escalator.
Yep, somebody in a Viking sweatshirt pushed me down and I haven't been back since.
If a teenager pushed me down an escalator, I would just never go back to that place. They win. They win. It's over.
I don't need to go to the mall that bad.
I don't need to be hassled by teens.
There's other malls.
I go to shop for sweatpants.
I don't even want to go to the Echo store anymore.
I don't want to pet the stingrays.
I wonder if there's still an Echo store in the mall.
Oh, that'd be dope. That can't be.
There's no way that Mark Echo Clothing Company is still big enough to warrant a store in the Mall of America.
I never knew there was, but it makes sense. They were a big clothing
I've
line.
been in there several times.
Yeah.
There was a time I briefly considered they had not just that store, but Mark Echo as a whole had a running thing of if you get the rhino tattooed on you, you get 10% off for life. And there was a time I was wearing enough Mark Echo that I was like, I mean, maybe.
It's more than pay for itself.
Yeah, totally. I did not.
Shit.
I did not get
You
the rhino.
getting that rhino over your fucking Adam's apple.
I bet someone out there has
totally that exact tattoo.
Yeah, because there used to be that one in the Mall of America, and then another one at the fucking what do they call it? The outlet stores in Albertville. Is that where that is?
Oh, really?
Yep,
Jesus.
So you could double up. You could get this season's and last season's Mark Echo gear.
They got everything in the big city.
If only that teen hadn't pushed me down.
Yeah. You're calling your mom weeks later, still explaining how exciting and exhilarating it was. That's great, honey. I know you like the rhinos.
Yeah.
So many windbreakers. You're just all geeked up still. You couldn't even imagine.
I got 11 puffy vests. It is August.
Just sweating your ass off wearing your insulated puffy vest.
I 100% own a Mark Echo puffy vest with a hood.
No shirt underneath.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, super tight Mark Echo jeans.
Mark Echo they made big sizes, but Mark Echo was cruel in their sizing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I wear a 3X. No, you fucking don't.
You
Not in Mark Echo, you
11X
don't. Yeah.
South Pole was insane.
Yeah.
A 4X South Pole is a men's medium. Any other, it makes no fucking sense.
That's the way Echo gear always was.
There are fat kids that were self-harming because of South Pole sizes. Guess I'm a 14X, Mom.
I just wanted the jeans with the graffiti South Pole homies guy on it. Now I'm crying. Oh, shit. But yeah, we're going to go see that show. That'll be fun.
Fuck yeah, we will.
And then tomorrow, fucking head back to Fargo.
Yeah,
I'm just doing a quick trip.
Drive into the abyss.
Yep, do a quick hotel podcast and call it a day.
Maybe swing into Albertville. Check out what outlet malls are offering you nowadays.
You know, I haven't been there in 10 fucking years.
Tomorrow is the time.
I'm for sure stopping and getting a giant donut in Clearwater.
Hot take alert. I think I've already said this. I find the giant donut place to be, it's an average donut, but an above average donut that's just way too fucking big.
It's real fucking
I don't
big.
need
There's
a
no way around it.
3,500 calorie fucking donut.
It's not about need, Nathan.
I tire. I'm a puss when it comes to eating large quantities.
A Long John there is legit the size of your calf.
Yeah. It makes no fucking sense. It doesn't need to look like this. It's too much goddamn dough.
I'm gonna get an apple fritter, and fritters go so hard.
Oh my god,
they're so crispy and knobby.
If you eat 2 fritters back to back, you literally can see your dead relatives. You get so close to crossing over.
A lot of butter in a fritter.
Yeah. Holy shit, they're not good for you. I remember having one. The first time ever. I didn't even know they were a thing. I was like a teenager at a fucking bunch of us went to a bakery. I'm like, what's that? That looks kind of okay. And I ate it. I was like, this is good, but this is dangerous.
My teeth hurt.
This is
so
back in bad news. This is like when a cokehead found crack in the 80s. Like, this gets you there real quick, but I think this could be a problem.
We've played with fire here, guys. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna go see a show, and everybody else, we'll talk to you next week.
Bye, everyone.